I'm Mary Bosworth at the University of Oxford. I'm currently working on a comparative project of human rights monitoring in immigration detention with Andriani Fili and Hinpal Bui from the Prison Inspectorate. We've been going and visiting detention sites in Hungary, Turkey and Greece to try to understand what the national preventive mechanisms are doing when they investigate these sites. National preventive mechanisms were created by the Optional Protocol for the Convention of Torture, OPCAT, and they have a statutory right to enter into any site of confinement to inspect them. And what we have found is, as you might expect, a considerable variation among the countries in terms of the number of inspections that occur, the scale of the inspections, the kinds of questions that are asked, and the outcome of these inspections. Running alongside this project, we've also been looking at what some of the civil society organisations in these countries do, because what we've found is that in addition to the national preventive mechanisms, there are a whole series of much smaller organisations who go into detention centres either to offer legal advice or some kind of social care, and they often engage in informal monitoring practices. And so while they don't have the statutory right to enter these sites or to monitor them, they're still gathering information. And so some of our main findings have been that in places where these different kinds of bodies talk to each other and share information, that the human rights of detainees are better safeguarded than in countries where that kind of communication doesn't happen. Rather worryingly, what we've also been finding is that the communication between these groups is often very hard to forge and sometimes is quite deliberately ruptured by the state.